Just being able to talk about this, like making masturbation the new girl talk, like anything else, right?
When I first found out that the topic of sex was going to be here at the summit, I was super excited because I feel like it is a topic that's not talked about enough and not given enough credence and value and excitement in our everyday lives.
I think it's an important topic that unfortunately not all women are comfortable speaking about with their friends or their family members or their significant others. So it was really great to hear that there'd be an open forum for it.
Pleasure is our birthright, and we forget that. We forget that we deserve pleasure. A lot of women become very disconnected from their bodies. Maybe there's some shame. Maybe we had, abuse. I bet a lot of us in here, we have a lot of control in our lives, right? Like maybe we're killing it in the boardroom. We're in our family, we're like leaders, right? We're doing great. But when it comes to our sexual pleasure and our sexual health, we often kind of just ignore it. I'm gonna get back to that once the kids go to college, or once I lose 10 pounds, or once I feel better about myself, then I'll kind of figure out my body.
Emily's talk just made me feel more empowered to explore more myself. Being here, I felt very comfortable talking about it, even just with a stranger, sitting beside me. So sharing experiences and everything, which is not something you may normally do.
We really don't feel empowered to express what we want in the bedroom, and that also transformed into the way we go on about life in other aspects, even in the boardroom. When you don't feel confident enough to ask for what you want in bed, how are you gonna ask it in a situation where you might be the minority, you might be the only woman in the room? And I think that just having that level of autonomy where you're in charge of all aspects of your life is something that it's very empowering.
When you know what you want in this really intimate way, it enhances your life in so many other areas.
Sometimes it's just getting over the hurdle of, okay, it's okay to talk about this. Womanizer is about empowering women, talking about sexual wellness, creating an open conversation about empowerment, also having a brand that supports women and wants to create almost a culture or community of feeling good and being able to talk about feeling good.
So I'm getting the Womanizer as a gift, and I'm very excited.
I gift this to all my girlfriends who don't have vibrators, and it's changed many of their lives.
It was life-changing, and I feel like that sounds a little bit cheesy, but actually life-changing, the best orgasm I've ever had. It's also exciting to bring that into an experience with a partner as well.
I actually was never really into self-pleasure until I got the Womanizer. It's a different type of orgasm, which I had never experienced before. So it just feels like what every woman deserves.
I love the Womanizer. It's awesome. It's super unique. I've never experienced anything like it in terms of a toy.
Nothing about it is anything like any of the sex devices I've ever seen.
The Womanizer pinpoints all of the nerve endings. It has a greater impact and also helps a lot of women who have never had orgasms before.
I kept hearing that it was like the 2-minute orgasm. And so the first time I was thinking, all right, is it gonna happen? And it did. So that was amazing. Over the course of the last 2 days, I see women like, okay, I want to give that a try. Or maybe now is the time to give my daughter a vibrator. Or now I'm gonna, now I'm comfortable with the toy. Because that was another takeaway. There are a lot of women who've never used a sex toy, which is shocking to me.
The design and the texture of it, the way it feels, it's really good.
I recommend it to friends all the time. All the time. I think everyone needs a Womanizer.